addressing the questions to the two of you. Since the recognition of Mega as a superfood in the seafood category, how has that impacted Mega's brand positioning in the market? And how will you leverage that recognition when you expand in the global market, particularly in the US market, as mentioned by Sherwin Ang here? And second question is, some medical experts are saying that sardines are very healthy because of the omega-3, right? But then there are also omega-3 supplements. So how is omega-3 derived from sardines better than omega-3 supplements?
Maybe you can answer the second question. I have no idea. I'm not a physician or anyway. But I'll start with the first question. I think the superfood certification earlier last year really garnered us a lot of respect and authority, not only here in the local setting, but also in the whole world. Because it is really truly an honor to be labeled a superfood similar to avocados and all that. And because of that label, and I think because of that, the trend of sardines is growing higher and higher worldwide, not only in the Philippines. And that's why the abundance of the sardine fast now, probably it was attributed to the significance of the superfood brand being labeled as a sardine. So I think here locally, we have to yet translate it to the local setting, meaning how do we ask our fellow Filipinos to eat more sardines because it's healthy. Eat less of the unhealthy stuff that I wouldn't name, but then eat more of the sardines that are healthy because sardines doesn't only have the nutrients, omega-3 and all that. Even the sauce, the lycopene sauce is very healthy, the tomato sauce. And look how much a sardine can cost, 24 to 25 pesos. And that can feed a family of 5. It's not only healthy, but it's also financially good for the family. So it's helping a lot. But we are doing this, and we're doing it for the long run. We're really going to leverage on superfood for our brand because we're the only one that can claim it. And we want Mega, the sardine brand, to be the number one, not only in the Philippines, but in the whole world. So hopefully you can help us there. So for the second question.
On the second question, the state of Florida last week did a random pickup of 30 different baby powder, baby food supplement products. Of the 30, 24 failed all testing with higher than acceptable levels of arsenic, lead, and other heavy metals. This is what happens with processing. So if I have to pick, yes, omega-3 is absolutely necessary for the human body. If I have to pick a processed omega-3 in a factory versus a naturally occurring omega-3 in a sardine, it's not even debatable. I'm going to take the sardine. And so that's the number one factor is when you start to process any type of oil, there's degradation, there can be contamination, there can be other things involved. I think that's, Secretary Kennedy made a comment yesterday in the press conference. He said, the single biggest piece of advice I can give to the world is eat real food. So when you go and you want the ramen noodles, I wouldn't eat it. That's all made up, manufactured. But that sardine in the can, you can still see the fish. It's a fish. You can see its eyes. It's still there. This is a real fish. Now, yes, they might have put some tomato paste in there, but that's also derived right from smashing a tomato. So I think that we're getting back to the basics. Our bodies were engineered to eat real food, not manufactured in a factory food. And that's exactly the kind of product that Mega is offering, which is real food without any kind of processing of those ingredients. Does that answer your question? Okay, thank you.
James, Sir Marty, we also want to mention about the recent recognition that we have already when we talk about the impact also to our business from FMCG.
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. Because of that superfood brand as well, and because of the initiatives of our great team, and of course the media, you guys really help, and because of the recognition of continuously providing a good source, affordable, quality products to millions of Filipinos every day, our company was blessed enough to have been awarded the FMCG Asia Consumer Goods Award of the Year for 2025. So that's such a big blessing and big honor to us because there are so many other bigger brands out there that we are competing against in Southeast Asia and in Asia, and yet the distinguished panel of judges based in Singapore and all throughout the world will pick us, and it really gives us a stronger sense of purpose and belongingness to and validation that what we're doing is really correct, and we wish to continue what we're doing even stronger.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Sherwin Ang. We are Francisco from Mrs. River. So my question is, since Mega Pride is already recognized by worldwide and with MWA specifically, so are there specific export markets or international markets where Mega Pride is targeting to unlock this, expects the superfood positioning to unlock new demand?
Of course. First part again, I'll answer. We've been present in 36 countries, but then now we're really taking it up a notch by making sure that we can enter each country, such as the UAE, the US, with a structured discipline of marketing. Because what you market here, especially here again, you market to Cebu, it's different. You market to Iloilo, it's different. You market to Mindanao, it's different. And that's how we want to enter a market. Just because you're a superfood, just because you taste good, just because you're on the shelf, but if you don't market yourself well in a colloquial, local sense, you won't be able to garner that, demand from them. So we're really looking at expanding more and more, because sardines is made for everyone, not only for the Filipinos. So UAE, Dubai, and really leveraging on the superfood certification. I think Jim has already initiated a few, helped us with a few of our different entry points.
So we are from 36, we're expanding to Azerbaijan, to the stands, Armenia, and more importantly, the superfood opens up to the international market. So from just looking into the Filipinos buying Mega Sardines, we're now looking into Americans, Europeans, other nationalities, because it's not just a local taste that you miss because it reminds you of home. Mega Sardines now is going to be part of the superfood, and people will consume sardines just because it is healthy, more than just for the taste of it. Right? Yes, it's masarap, but more than the masarap, right? It is because it's healthy. So we're looking at increased consumption, and again, we're getting a lot of interest from markets that we used not to treat, because now it's about the superfood that we want to do and we want to benefit from.
Yes.
Good afternoon, my name is Vivian. My question is for Sir Marvin.
Yes.
How do you see Mega Sardines contributing to public health conversations in the Philippines and abroad?
Well, number one, I think we want to be the world's #1 sardine, and with that comes a lot of responsibility and authority. Similar to what's happening worldwide when it comes to metabolic disease and the things that Sir Lafferty has mentioned, we really need to bring those awareness to the Filipinos. Because if we do not watch what we eat, how can we live for our kids? How can we earn for our families? You really need to translate those big words that we see abroad to colloquial, local senses, that through the use of our product, through the use of our advertising, through the use of our label. So I think having sardines in over 1.1 million sari-sari stores nationwide is already a big enough impact. And imagine if you have sardines there, and you teach them in the back of the label or something like that why it's good for the body, for the mind, for the soul, why it's good for your family. In that sense, we can impact even in our small way to the health of the Filipinos.